Hi guys, it's Summers here and welcome to another episode of my FIFA 19 Road to Glory career mode series with Aston Villa. And today you join me just ahead of deadline day. And we're going to do a few deals here ahead of deadline day in order to try to improve the squad. We need a bit more depth, I feel, and the first of those signings is another Arsenal player, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now, the player had a 10 million buyout clause, but because he's got a short contract left, he's actually up for grabs at quite a deal. In fact, I should be wearing a balaclava in these interviews because I'm just about to mug Arsenal for one of their up-and-coming stars. 2.5 million for Maitland-Niles, who's got 71, is going to be an absolute bargain. So yeah, we've done that deal. Now all that's left to do is to negotiate with Maitland-Niles himself. Let's see what he's looking for. So his current wage is 33,500 with Arsenal, and he's prepared to take a wage drop to come over to Villa Park, which is fantastic news for us. It means that we're going to be able to bag the guy for a decent amount of money and also get a wage drop on his current salary. So I'm more than happy to do this deal at £21,500. I think that's an absolute bargain for what will be a very good player in the future. And needing to add some strength to our striking options, I again looked to the past of my FIFA career modes and had a look at Dicko, who's currently with Hull, but when I last used him he was on loan at Wolves, so obviously that was one of my Wolves careers. And as we can see, his contract, I didn't know what kind of money he was worth, what kind of contract he was on, because I've left things so late I haven't managed to scout him, but I just wanted somebody that reliable that I thought could bag a few goals for us, and managed to get him for a very cheap price, and the wages are exceptionally low too. And we've got a couple of transfer offers here in for Conor Hourihane and Alan Hutton and El Mohammadi and James Chester. I'm going to reject the James Chester. We haven't got enough centre-backs as it is. I don't want to sell him in this window. Same going for El Mohammadi. I need the strength at the back because I was playing a 5-3-2 formation. We need as many centre backs and right backs, left backs as we can get our hands on. Same deal with Hudson. He is 33, so we will be letting him go shortly, but he has been a pretty solid player thus far for us, so I'm not too eager to let him go. But Conor Hourihane, I haven't really jived with the player so far. His wage bill isn't too bad, but at £7 million, or that's what the current offer is, I can definitely do a lot more damage with that money, looking down the line and trying to get some extra players in for the future. So we tried to negotiate at 8 mil, added an extra million onto it just to see if we could be a bit cheeky, and they've come back with 7.4, so we're going to try and push our luck a little bit further, try and get 7.5 million for Conor, and it's a done deal. So we're 9 hours left on the transfer window. We've got one player exiting and a couple are coming in their place. So there we go, Hourihane sold. Another offer for El Mohammadi, which I'm just going to ignore. And I did have an offer for Jedinak, but again, I don't want to sell him in this window. I need that extra bit of depth for the forthcoming games. So I'm just going to scroll through these last few hours of the transfer window. I don't plan on actually purchasing anybody extra at this stage. I just want to get the clock down and let's see if we have any last minute bids that might be of interest. Another bid for Alan Hutton. They're eager to get hold of their left back, so they can wait till after this transfer window because I'm not letting him go in this one. And the bid for Al Mohammadi's been retracted because I haven't responded to them, and frankly I don't want to sell him, so I didn't need to respond to them. And that's the end of deadline day. £24 million out in terms of money coming into Aston Villa, and we've only spent 11 million, so we're in profit for this game. Now here's a mistake I made, because in this game, you'll see in a moment,
Hi there again, everybody. Martin Tyler along with Alan Smith for your commentary today on this match, which is going to have an extra factor to it, the heavy rain that's been falling.
Yeah, the ball is going to skid across the surface. I did used to like these kind of conditions because you get one or two mistakes. If you're on your toes, there's one or two goals about for strikers.
It's Sheffield United in our match today against Aston Villa. Well, they can be really the heartbeat of the team, these central midfield players, and we've got a new one making his debut today. What do you make of it, Alan?
Well, I'm impressed by the signing. I think he'll give them a bit more composure in the middle of the park. He can get up and down, and he's a good pass for the ball.
It's a debut for the new forward today.
Yeah, and with that comes a little bit of pressure because everyone's expecting you to score the goals. The fans are, I think.
And number 17, David McGoldrick.
You can see us joining the action here. There's a bit of a problem going on because the Sheffield United kit is white at the back. So every time I look across the pitch, I've got no difference between my players and the Sheffield United players. There's a lob one in the box here and they managed to get it clear. So the only differentiator really is the difference in the socks and the shorts, which was a bit of a difficulty in the opening phases of this game because I was struggling to pick out my own players.
For Aston Villa. Coming off the pitch, number 11.
So we move on straight into the second half here.
Jack Grealish.
And what you might have noticed is that we've got a lot of the stadium ambience now because what I've done is I've turned the commentary off so I can just talk over the ambience rather than having to try to fit in gaps between the commentary team. So we've got a throw-in out on the left-hand side here, and we're going to knock this back into defence, try and build an attack as we get it out towards... Oh my God! El Ghazi with an absolute arrow into the top corner from about 30-35 yards. That is an absolute stonker. So he's just turned in midfield, through ball to El Ghazi, and he's absolutely laced that into the top corner. What a fantastic goal. Super stuff from El Ghazi again. With Sheffield United on the ball here, out in midfield, and Ozil's managed to get on top of that ball. Nice through ball to Maitland-Niles, but it's been intercepted. Play breaks down. Sheffield United here, we've managed to get the ball off of them and just poof that out because we don't want to get caught out down in the corner of the pitch there, but Sheffield United have got back onto the ball and they're knocking it about nicely. Great tackle by El Mohammadi though, and he's off down the wing. Knocks it inside to Maitland-Niles, who knocks it out to Dozil, who lost it, but Maitland-Niles recovers again. Dozil's knocked it out to the wing. Cuts back inside, Dozil again, and we're off down the wing. This could be a great chance. He knocks it in the box. Codger's scored another goal for Aston Villa. Another great header from the player. Knock it out down the wing here, and as we knock the ball in, we've got three players in the box, but it's Codger who's got on the end of the ball. He's managed to drift between the two defenders, and it's a sweet header home. Keeper should have done more with it, really, to be honest, but I'm quite happy with that header. It's the team here celebrating.
Substitution for Sheffield United. Coming off the pitch, number 18, Kieran Freeman, to be replaced by...
So straight to the kick-off with Sheffield United.
Goal for Aston Villa.
Knock the ball around there a bit. Try and get in there with Maitland-Niles, but he misses out on that first attempt. Getting a run around in midfield, but he's managed to steal the ball away and he's knocked it out. Managed to get out down the wing again here. Oh, we've just managed to prod it up over the top. He's going to cut inside. And it's back out to him. And it's another header. Absolute bullet. From about 18 or 19 yards. This time it's the debut boy, Dicko. It's a great pass out to the wing there. And Dicko, what a leap. An absolute monstrous leap to get his head on that. Is there a step ladder in the middle of the pitch there? Because the way he climbed to get onto that was absolutely amazing. As I show my appreciation there on the sidelines. 3-0 up, and Sheffield United are back on the ball here, playing it around in the midfield. Managed to kind of half steal it away from them there, but as it deflected, their play was offside. Nice through ball. Gets a shot away, and Nyland straight onto that, no problem. Nice hold-up play there, and we're knocking it out to the wing again. Getting it into the box. Oh, and he's just over the top. So unlucky there. Try the bicycle kick, that doesn't work. Another shot deflected, header out. And another shot deflected. It was a bit of a wild shot, to be honest, from the edge of the 18-yard box. But it's a great victory for us. A couple of players there that have debuted for the team and had great performances. Both Maitland-Niles was fantastic in midfield, closing the team down, and also a goal from Dicko. So I'm more than happy with that result. And as we can see here, 7 shots, 5 of which were on target, and Sheffield United only actually had 1 shot and 1 on target. So I'm quite happy that we managed to contain them in that episode. We managed to contain them. And here we go, a bit of training for the team as we get another transfer offer for Jedinak. Now this is quite a significant amount more money than we've had in the past, but we're still going to try and negotiate here and try and get ourselves a better deal. This will allow him to go at the start of the next window, and the same here for Alan Hutton. So again, I wanted to try to keep him for a little bit longer, but we're going to negotiate here with, I believe it was Celtic, at £800,000. We've managed to do a deal, and he will leave at the end of this next window. He's got another offer coming for him, so I'm just going to be a bit cheeky here and try and get a little bit over the offer that we've just had. So instead of 800, I'm going to set this one in at 820. No, sorry, I'm going to try and get the same amount of money for him at 800. But we've done a deal at 780. Let's see where Hutton decides to head off to. So let's head into the next game of the season, and we're at Ewood Park against Blackburn Rovers. Obviously it shows there as Ivy Lane, but we all know that it's Ewood Park, just not in the game. As we look at the table here, and unfortunately we're down in 8th position as we stand. A couple of good results as of late, but unfortunately we're a little bit further down the table than we're comfortable with, and we need to really start to bag a decent haul of points in this next phase of the season. As Blackburn get a decent start here. Oh, he's just rolled us there. That was a great bit of play. As Grealish gets knocked over in the centre of midfield there. We get onto the ball out left back again, and we're knocking the ball infield. Get the ball out wide. Play a nice through ball and infield. And acres of space there for Grealish that he's running onto. And it's a fantastic goal. From back to front there. Just slotted it home past the keeper. Acres of space that he was running on into. Just basically that defender there just didn't perform his role against Grealish. Let the man run, and you can't give Jack that much space. He's going to punish you for it every single time as he knocks it into the right hand side of the goal. Blackburn coming forward again, and it's a bit of a tame effort, to be honest. Nyland easily onto that. As we lob the ball forward here, El Mohammadi out on the wing, knocks it inside to Maitland-Niles. Holds the ball up nicely to Grealish. McGinn. Oh, what a goal by John McGinn. Another stormer from outside the box. Straight into the top corner. Off the underside of the bar. Magnificent. He was doing a bit of a moonwalk there as he turned around on the ball. but it's a fantastic strike nevertheless. Straight into the top corner. As we join the action again, and Blackburn have got forward here, out onto the left wing, and they've knocked it into the box, and should have done better with that. Should have done better with that chance, and Nyland, I don't think, actually knew much about it. Now, as we can see from the replay, yeah, he just got his body in front of it, but good save nonetheless. And as we can see here, Maitland-Niles pulling the strings as we get a corner. Keeper's come for it, punched it out. A foul on the keeper. I'm a bit shocked by that one, but there we go. And Grealish has got it out wide. Knocks it back. Taylor into the box. And it's a great header by McGinn, but it's a fortunate one because it's hit the back of the keeper. Oh, he'll be ruining that, won't he? I've actually played in goal, and I know what it's like to have that happen to you. It's just one of those things that's completely out of your control, as the ball just strikes you on the back and falls it back into the net. Got his head turned, hoping that he can get up in time to try and jump on the ball, but he's too late. It's already in the back of the net. Attack from Blackburn, and something's happened off the ball there. Yellow card. I've given away a penalty. What's going on? Sliding tackle in the box. That's going to be a penalty all day long. I don't know what was going on there. And it's Ben Brereton stepping up to take the penalty. A player that I know only too well, having had him in career mode for Wolves. Great striker. It's somebody who I'm going to try to sign in the future because he's a fantastic guy, a fantastic striker. But he's just moved to Blackburn, so we're going to have to wait to try and sign him. Perhaps at the start of next season we'll try and get him in the team. So he just slots that home nonchalantly. Keeper went the wrong way. Substitution here, taking off McGinn. Into Grealish, who knocks it down the wing to El Mohammadi, who's going to push the ball on. Nice run on from Grealish though, who's got onto the ball. Side foot, and it was a nice effort from the type of angle that he got. Blackburn grabbing hold of the ball just before the end of the game here. And a great save from Nyland. So another great result there for us, as the players congratulate one another coming off the pitch. It's a good performance, 3-1. Unfortunate to give away that penalty towards the end, but as we can see, 10 shots for Blackburn, 9 for us, and both had 6 on target. So as we move out here to the emails, we can see that Jedinak has been sold, so we'll lose him at the end of this window. Just changing up the training here because I've made a signing of a youngster, Moritz Schneider, centre mid from Germany. He's got a fairly low rating, to be honest, at 52, but as he's the only youngster that I've got on board at the moment, I'm going to get him all trained up. And if you like that episode, please remember to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel for more FIFA 19 content.